Welcome to Suburban Self-Reliance. I'm James.
And I'm Wendy.
Welcome to our garden. We wanted to show you what we've been doing. We have been gardening now for about 4, possibly 5 years. I don't remember which. We gave up on it for a year. So we started with raised beds, kind of the bag system, which we still have over there. And it worked for about the first year, and it kind of sort of not. It wasn't really. There was a lot of hit and misses and stuff. Gardening especially vegetable gardening, is something that you grow into. You don't just watch a bunch of YouTube videos and just hop into it. Like last year, we decided that we were going to be into potatoes, but the potatoes didn't work out real well. We had probably, I think, 6 buckets over here, 5 buckets, and we had some in the raised beds. And you watch these videos about these guys that have potatoes in 5-gallon buckets, and they've got billions of potatoes just spilling out. No, it just don't work that way at all, like at all. Maybe in your climate it might, but I recommend no. If you have the space to be able to grow potatoes, do so. We even had 2 potato plants growing in our raised bed garden, which I'll show you here in a minute. And they didn't produce anything either, so it wasn't the small space. So potatoes won't be coming back. Let's see, what else won't be coming back? Squash. We have big squash bug problems here, but we found the squash occupies so much real estate that it wasn't really worth it. They were taking up so much space, and then we had plants intermingled. So we had beans, green beans, and the previous year, the green beans did okay with the squash. This year, the squash just totally blocked out the green beans. We didn't have any harvest at all. So that whole raised bed was pretty much a joke. We had cantaloupe in there, and the cantaloupe didn't do well. So cantaloupe won't be coming back. You have to have some serious space if you're going to grow some of these crops here. So anyway, I just want to show you what all we have, and bear with us. We're new to videos and so on like that. So if you've got any comments about making video better and so on like that, please be positive. But we just want to show you what we have here. Basically what the garden is done, and we've set it up here in our side driveway. So we were very blessed in that the previous owners put in 2 driveways. The upper one goes to the garage, and then the lower one here was for all of his toys. And we don't have those toys, so we decided to make part of the driveway in the yard here into a garden space, and it's worked out real well. So let me go ahead, and I'm just gonna go ahead and flip this around, and we'll show you what we've got.
So here we are in our garden. We last year we built 4 4x8 raised beds, and we had lettuce and carrots, Swiss chard, which kind of took over in this area. And then we had
there's the Swiss chard. It really took over.
And it's coming back. We're going to have that popping up here pretty quick. We need to clean this out still, but then we had tomatoes over here and a bunch of herbs, which I'm hoping we'll see pop up again this year.
That's what I call the herb garden.
The herb garden.
We'll learn more about herb. He's kind of a weird guy.
So I'm learning to preserve herbs too. We have a freeze dryer, and planning to do some freeze drying of herbs this year. And then in our back 2 beds, we had squash. We had winter squash. We had eggplant.
Eggplant didn't do well either.
Not too good, no.
Turned out very bitter.
And we had cantaloupe and green beans, which were kind of overtaken by squash that we had in that bed too. But we have more of an idea of the plants we want to have more of in our garden. So that's what we're planning on this year, is more green beans and cucumber. I forgot to mention the cucumber. That went really well.
Peppers did real well.
And up in our upper garden up there was all tomatoes. And
48 of them.
That was our biggest producer. We had tons of tomatoes, and I did a lot of preserving last fall, so that was exciting.
We freeze-dried them.
You freeze-dried a bunch too, yes.
Explain what these hoops are.
So we've got, what is this? What's the percentage?
It's 40% cloth.
40% shade cloth. So these just slide up over the top, all the way over to the other side, to give the plants that need it a little more shade.
Well, and also hail protection.
And hail protection, because we do have hail in this area.
There's no way the hail's getting through that.
Yes, it really did well. We've had some severe hailstorms in this area, and having that protection really makes a difference. So, and then we had our buckets there that had potatoes that didn't do so well.
Didn't do real well. Now, explain what's in the raised beds. And who made them? They're by Vigo.
Yes.
It's VEGO. We'll try to put a link.
So yeah, these went up pretty well. We took 2 days to put them up last spring, and we're having a nice warm day here in the Rocky Mountains. And then I've got black currant bushes up here, and I'm planning to put another one in. And I did some preserving last year, made some black currant jam. I'm planning to do some more with that this year too. So
we'll show you now what the watering system that we're going to put in too.
yes. So here we are in the tomato garden, and I've got one of our
With our wonder dog, Franny.
Yes, this is our Franny dog, garden dog. She loves this.
She loves garden hugs.
And so this is our what we invested in last year, Thirsty Earth Ola pots, and it's self-watering. The plants the roots grow around these because they seep the water out naturally, and you don't have to worry about watering when you're gone, doing all of that. So
Yeah, we never watered our garden last year. It was automatic. We never watered it once.
and you just pop these into the ground. Of course, we need to dig those back out.
Yeah, let's dig the holes out. They fit down flush with the dirt.
And there's tubing that goes around through attaches to all of them, and there's a little reservoir over on the other side that keeps the water flowing in them.
So this is what we water our garden with. Right now we've got 4 of the big IBC totes, and they're all hooked together, as you can see, with just garden hoses and connections and so on. And when we get this all together, we'll show you how the install. We've got to actually install 4 new ones in the lower beds. The tomato garden was an experiment. So we've got 4 over here, and then we've got 1 over there, and that's going to be watering all 4 of these. So we've got our old truck in the garage there. It's a 60 Ford pickup that my great-grandfather bought brand new, actually, and so we'll pop it out for one of the videos. But anyway, we just wanted to show you our garden, and so that's kind of it. Why don't you go ahead and say goodbye for us?
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll be doing some more on the garden as we clean and get it ready for planting in the next few months. So happy to have you with us. Thank you, and hope to see you again soon.